Hello and welcome back to another episode of My Journey Making Music. Today we have the return of my friend Jean-Pierre for the Just Let Go album. Now before we could get Jean-Pierre recorded for the song It's Okay to Have Fun, I had to do some arranging and getting things kind of mapped out between Leah, Jean-Pierre, and myself. This song was written and arranged in roughly 5 stages. Let me list them out for you real quick here. So first we had recordings in 2018, which included bongos, acoustic lead and rhythm guitars, 1 keyboard voice choir pad that I put down myself, a demo bass guitar I played for Leah to practice to, and here's a short sample of that demo mix. Clark and I mixed my original recordings and then added spaces in the mix to create trading solo sections for Leah, Jean-Pierre, and myself. To eliminate any confusion and make this as simple as possible for the guest musicians, we did this before I had Leah or Jean-Pierre come into play. Sometimes I create parts more easily when I can hear other parts in a more finished state. In this case, after Clark and I edited and rearranged the song a couple of times, it became clear that the guitar work wasn't quite finished. So I made some additions to my lead and rhythm guitar parts and recorded those guitar punch-ins before we recorded Leah. The next stage was that we recorded Leah on bass guitar in September of 2022. If you missed that part of the story, you can always go back and watch Season 2, Episode 1. And then finally we had recorded Jean-Pierre in January of 2023. So after all of the punch-ins and parts were recorded, Clark and I mixed the song. Over the course of the creation of this song, It's Okay to Have Fun, this song has been mixed roughly 35 times. So now what I'm going to do is show you a little bit of my guitar punch-in session where I am creating my additional lead guitar parts, which I had to do before I brought Jean-Pierre in. So let's pop into the studio and take a brief look at that. Here we go. Cool. Shift this for a second. Back this seat up just a little bit. All right. Now where you want me? Let's see if I can go through it. Okay. Yeah, pretty close. All right, let's go again. Save that though. Ready. In 3, 2, 1, I am ready. was the one. So I also had a few more punch-ins to do on the rhythm guitar before we could record Jean-Pierre. So let's take a quick look at that, and then we're going to get to Jean-Pierre. Go ahead and check it out. I trust you. Okay. Okay. Why don't you just listen to the song, and if you find something else, let me know. How about right there? Right here. So on the guitar I'm going, and maybe it should be with everybody else. Let's put that in there. It's just strumming chords to me. And then you'll have to quantize it and EQ it and all that. But what's going to be the easier fix, trying to put these punch-ins in or just do a clean pass with this guitar here? Right, and if we can't, okay. All right, so right there we need to get a just for shits and giggles, I will play into it a little bit. So give me a few measures to work with. That'll work. Yep. Let's do that. Yeah, if you think that pass was clean enough.
I think so.
Okay.
Cool, yeah, we can do something on that.
Cool.
So, anything else we need to do here?
I think that's it.
You're probably right. Alright, so it's copying and pasting time.
Yeah. Okay. Out I come. Rhythm, baby. Okay, so now that we're all caught up on how this arrangement was being developed, it is finally time to bring in Jean-Pierre. So let's get right to it. Here we go. Jean-Pierre. What an interesting fella. He's a pianist.
That's right.
Yeah, extraordinary pianist.
Yes.
And he came in on A Light in the Storm, played on the song Let God Arise, gave a extraordinary kind of Latin-esque performance. And he's the kind of guy that's been playing his whole life, you know, and plays professionally. That's all he does. So having someone like him come in is always a privilege and an honor. And he came in on this project so far to Evening Shadows, and that's the one that Clark and I developed that went from being a good song to a great
It's a
song.
great song.
and Jean-Pierre was part of that. We wanted some keys, and I think Clark suggested we go with kind of a Jacob Collier approach for keypads, kind of a stock sawtooth kind of synth pad. And so we gave the parameters to Jean-Pierre, and he put something together, and then we had him do a second pass, and he did some other variations, and at the end of the day he did a great job on that song. You guys are going to enjoy hearing him on the keyboards on that song. Adds neat support. And then he's going to be coming in to do It's Okay to Have Fun. So you remember I talked about Leah and how she is doing this extraordinary bass. And then you got me on the guitars doing my thing. And then Jean-Pierre is going to come in, and we're going to trade 16s and trade 8s. And what that means for people who don't know the music industry is you count songs in measures. So you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, each is a measure. So we got a solo for Leah, 16 measures. Then it goes to Jean-Pierre. We got some parts where I come in and do a little soloing, and we're just kind of jamming together. And who better to do that than someone like Jean-Pierre, who's got the chops to get the job done. So we're looking forward to having him come in and do that. And thank you, Jean-Pierre. You're a stud. Okay, a little check-in for you guys. It is December 1st, 2022, and I'm heading to the studio right now. I've got 7 songs left that I'm working on, so that means 8 songs are completely finished, and of the 7 I have left, 4 of them are mostly done. I still have 1 female vocalist to record for Forever Hallelujah. And then I've got to get Jean-Pierre in to play some piano on a tune called It's Okay to Have Fun. And those are the last 2 musicians I have left to record. And then after that, it's just a matter of finishing up, editing and mastering the album. So I hope I'll have things wrapped up around April or May. And I still have to get the oil painting from the oil painter. He's working on that. I still got to put the album cover together, and so still plenty to do. Plus working on the video series, season 2. I still have 7 or 8 more episodes to finish there, so lots to do. Hoping to get it all out by fall 2023. I'm really pushing hard. I sure hope you guys enjoy all of this. And so yeah, I'm going to get into the studio and catch you on the backside. Setting up for Jean-Pierre. Say hi, Clark.
Hi, Clark.
Thank you, sir. Getting ready to record Jean-Pierre, and our friends have come back to visit. Good times. All right, Jean-Pierre's here. We're gonna go out and help him get his gear inside.
I'm all right. Excuse me.
It's the paparazzi.
Have you signed your release yet?
Apparently not. Wait a second. Was I supposed to wear a G-string to this shot?
Was that an option? That's only if you do. That's only if you do 3 songs.
Did you get that?
I could help, but I've got to film this all.
It was hung up, and he got it handled.
Cool.
Amazing.
I should insert some sound effects there for you. Yeah.
Is there a way to roll it down? That would be easier.
Well,
I believe so. If not, I can. Okay.
Did you get that? That's important.
I know. We're doing a whole other documentary on how to roll your keyboard later.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's called This Is How We Roll.
This is how we roll it.
Nice. You want a close-up of my trash pile?
Why not?
Oh, where's the chickens? We had chickens a minute ago. Yeah, all right. Might be chickens, might not be.
Well, I'm glad you feel as pedaling not to be bad. These should have not been a lot. I work out too. I don't know if you noticed the extra girth here. It's taken some effort.
That's an amazing stomach muscle you got.
It truly is.
Wow.
The things that it can carry now.
You're working it hard. Okay. You look good, Jean-Pierre.
I do. In a manly sort of way.
Oh. Just for the cameras, and they're syncing up everything. I just do a clap so we have a spike in the waveform so I can sync everything up. So 3, 2, 1.
Now what?
You're good to go, man.
You remember the days when there used to be these things called slates?
Yeah. No, this is cheap. This is low budget. Man, that's gonna bring you $20. We don't go there. Okay, so we're here with Jean-Pierre Garreau, keyboardist extraordinaire, who just finished tracking for I don't know, some kind of project we're working on. I'm not really sure what it is.
It's okay to have fun.
That's what they say. But every time I try, no, we won't go there.
Are we rolling?
So I think we are rolling, yes. But maybe not. This may be all for nothing. Which would be just fitting perfectly with my sort of existential view of this whole thing.
Okay, I'm rolling.
Any of us parents here?
What's that?
Are you a parent?
Yes.
Okay. How about you, Clark?
No, I'm never a parent. You got kids?
Yeah, I've got fraternal twin, 32 almost year old. They are 32, going on 33-year-old daughters and a granddaughter.
Cool. And cats, as I understand.
Nice latency.
That's weird. That should not be.
So, Jean-Pierre, what are you playing on today?
Oh, I see what it is.
I'm playing on the Nord Stage 3.
Wonderful.
I've had this probably since it was a new instrument when I first got it. I'm very, very blessed. When I turned 60, I became a Nord keyboard artist, which was so very cool. There was life after 59. It was just amazing.
Awesome.
So, for the people watching, those of you who aren't can ignore this part. Could you tell us your name, even though I just said it?
Well, the last name has a slightly different pronunciation, and it's Garreau. So the AU
Garreau.
is like on Maui. AU.
Fire the interviewer.
Exactly.
I think I've only ever seen it written. I think that's why, so I apologize.
No, it's fine, because if you speak with my mom, she'll pronounce it Guru, which is what my dad's mom did, which infuriated his dad. And let's not get my ex-wife into the conversation.
So you were always the guy in class in grade school going, no, don't say my name. It's French sounding, very French sounding.
There is some French in there, and Spanish and Italian.
Oh, really?
And a lot of monkey business over a lot of centuries.
The Garreaus got around. I don't know if that's maybe we don't say
Before
that.
the Beach Boys, yes.
Yeah. Dun. So I have actually got a list of questions here, which are like in 12-point font, so sorry if I'm struggling a little bit. Number 2.
You know, with fonts, you can usually just select everything and make it larger.
Yeah, I didn't do this. It's all right. It's been roughly 12 years since you and Jeremie collaborated together. How have you been doing for the last 12 years? Everything good?
12 years of being alive means that there were some things that were really great and some things that were awful. that's just sort of the nature of being here.
Yeah. On the upswing now, or everything?
You know, things are pretty good right now. Yeah.
There's a rumor going around that you're going somewhere tomorrow.
I'm heading to Eugene tomorrow for another session down there. Saturday I've got a gig with Aaron Meyer. Anywhere the wind blows.
All right, what song are we tackling today?
Apparently, Queen.
Apparently.
Is this what you heard me play with Aaron? No escaping reality.
Yes. Yep, that's the one. Aaron is we have a mutual friend, Jan Weston,
Oh, yeah.
and there's a song I'm working on that needs violin.
Oh.
Jan recommended Aaron, so he did the introduction, and Aaron contacted me yesterday and said he wants to come in and do that.
Nice.
So
Aaron's gonna come in here?
yeah,
Cool.
we'll have him do one song, and that's gonna be fun. That was unexpected, but that's kind of how God works, right?
Yes. To our delight and despair.
Amen, brother.
Sunday, there's masses to play. I play at St. John the Baptist Catholic Church, so there's English and Spanish masses, and there's a rehearsal afterwards. And we're getting onto this point where on the 16th, I'm heading to London with my friend Al Perez for a couple of weeks. So he got a record deal with a distribution style label. They don't make the actual product, but they'll put it out there and they'll get it into the hands of DJs, and they'll get it online, and they'll set up concerts and performances and such. And so his music's been doing pretty good over in London, and we're going to go over there and support it.
Super cool. How long are you going to be there?
Be there for 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
And part of the even cooler news is that my sister and one of her daughters goes to school there in London, and my sister was planning on being there with her husband anyway. Wow. So I'll have family to be able to connect with. They'll come out and see a show. We'll do a little bit of traveling, maybe go see Stonehenge, maybe visit Abbey Road. I'll actually finally get to have dark beer served properly.
Warm. Exactly.
I didn't know you had a sister.
Yes, I do.
Wow, there's two of you?
Well, no, 2 brothers and a sister.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Boy, your parents must not have known what to do with that.
They had no idea what they were doing anyway, so.
Jean-Pierre came in to play on 2 songs for the Just Let Go album. The first was Evening Shadows, which you saw a little bit about in episode 1 of season 2. The second song he came in to play on was It's Okay to Have Fun. Now, you've heard me talk about that song again in episode 1. Now it's time to hear Jean-Pierre's take on it. So let's hear what he has to say about it in his interview.
So, what songs have you come into play on for this latest project?
It's Okay to Have Fun.
Yeah, I know that, but what songs have you come in to play on this process? Sorry, couldn't resist.
Starting with Evening Shadows, right?
Okay, starting with Evening Shadows. You're going to have to remind me, because things move so quickly from one thing to the next that I forget. Really, and I'm 65, so I forget anyway. It's just a natural course of
It
events.
sounds like you got a couple of things going on too. I don't know, maybe a couple of little gigs here and there. Starting with the song Evening Shadows, what's your recollection of your role in that tune?
Well, what I do recollect was I was adding some synth. I don't necessarily want to call them stabs. This isn't like the 80s or the 90s, but they were little accents that would happen in there, harmonic accents. At the time, I was channeling one of my unmet mentors, Lyle Mays, and he passed away in the last year and a half or so. And he was very influential to me, so the things that I could hear him do, I just thought I could apprehend some of that stuff and utilize it here. And it seemed to work out pretty well.
Yeah, I remember when we were working on that song, for some reason that Are You Coming With Me, I think it's called, kind of popped into my head.
Yeah.
That's such I mean, once you hear that, it's hard to not have that kind of rolling around in the back of your mind kind of for the rest of your life. But,
yeah.
Very cool stuff. Well, this might be sort of the same question. What are your thoughts about Evening Shadows? And I think he means the song.
Oh.
But maybe you could just go with Evening Shadows in general.
Well,
I don't know.
considering moments ago I had completely forgotten about it because it was so far back, as soon as I heard the first bar, or the first half of a bar of the tune, it just brought the memory back. So I was back there recognizing the music again, and I enjoyed it.
So now it's time to talk about Jean-Pierre's role in the tune I wrote entitled It's Okay to Have Fun. He actually played two parts in this tune. He played keyboards along with the keyboard parts that I already recorded, and then he played piano. So let's get back to the studio now and hear his take on that.
So in addition to Evening Shadows, what was the other tune you worked on, and what instrument did you play on that one?
What else did I do? Besides, it's okay to have fun.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
That's the one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is phrased a little oddly, isn't it? We just finished It's Okay to Have Fun, so it's a little
Would you like some more coffee, Jean-Pierre?
Thank you, I will.
That's a given with Clark.
So that was fun to play. I actually played along with a rough mix of it last night on the piano at our home, and I played the track via Apple iTunes, or actually Apple Music now, and just gave me a feel for what was going on. And granted, that was on an acoustic piano, so brought in the Nord Stage 3 today, dialed up a piano that has been on, I can't begin to tell you how many recordings over the years. And it all seemed to pencil out really, really nicely. It came together. Then we got into the pad. I love non-destructive editing. Things like crossfades.
Yeah.
When I step inside some churches, I make the sign of the crossfade.
Yes. Editing can be a very spiritual experience. Well, let me tell you. And at the 14th hour,
Oh, yeah.
it gets real.
Oh my gosh.
So, question, what kind of time do you have today?
Well, I have so many things. I've got another session tomorrow, more sessions, and then I'm getting ready to head off to London.
You were talking about a keyboard part that perhaps we could persuade Jean-Pierre to just lay down a quick
Yeah,
pad.
well, I don't want to impose.
I'm not that kind of pressed, but...
Yeah, there's a, I don't know if you paid any attention to kind of the synth choir thing that's going on in there.
Only sort of at
yeah,
the end.
it's kind of way in the background. I keep mixing it down and keep thinking I keep turning it down. And I realize I just don't like it.
Yeah.
There's just the sound of it. So I was just wondering if you had like a good feel for the song and a kind of a better choir synth kind of vocal pad.
Do you need choir sort of a thing again?
I think so. I mean, it's, you know, if it was,
Let's
I
see.
think Jeremie wants voices there, but
Yeah, just kind of a.
but I'll tell you what, if it was up to me, I'd say, you know, you got something better, lay it on me.
If it's a giant pain in the ass, no is okay. You let me know.
Let me adjust this.
Okay.
I don't do tons and tons of pad work in most of the music that I do. Most of the music I do is pianos and electric pianos and clavinet and a good deal of B3 style organ playing. So when I get into the synth work, it's a little fewer and farther between, but I really enjoy doing it.
Can you just hold that all the way through? I mean, the whole song. Jacob Collier, watch out.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, ready?
I am.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, go. That's nice.
Let's do one more.
Okay.
So you're staying on the E minor all the way through?
Well, mostly treating it like a paddle point.
Mm-hmm.
So you're playing mostly the E minor. At one point, I think you're going to the 5 chord. But if you do, and I throw in the 2, then it will be fine to work with that.
That's great stuff. Liking it.
Oh, thanks.
Ready?
Is this the accordion time?
It's, yeah.
Excellent.
It's never recorded.
Okay, so we can try some other ones. I have Wookiee voices, for example, which could be...
Wookiee.
The girl Wookiees are quite remarkable.
No, I think we're good. The force is strong with you.
We should put Clive on that. Definitely. Get the thing back out. Let's get the... We're going to have Clive on that tune.
Yeah, I was thinking about an accordion, and I suggested maybe a banjo.
I don't think the Nord does a banjo sound, but I could be wrong.
You know, there is a banjo sample. I might have it in the library at home. It's just, as yet, nothing I've ever needed to use.
Turn it into a hybrid Italian smooth jazz bluegrass tune.
That's cool. Maybe we should just put that in there.
Now we're in outer space.
London calling.
Right?
I can even ask.
Accordion?
So-
it's,
You M's what you M's.
I mean, I'm not sure, but possibly the quickest thing would be just to so that you have at it through the whole thing and put it wherever you
Yeah, let's do that.
think.
Let's
Maybe we don't want to do that.
We can always edit out what we don't want. Let's just let him have a run at it. What do you say, Jean-Pierre?
If you're game for it, then let's kill the existing pad.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and mute that. So Jean-Pierre gave us about 3 or 4 passes through the whole song doing his keyboard work. And he did that so that Clark and I would have some different options to choose from of different sounds and performances we might like to piece together to make a full performance. So yeah, it always gives us options to choose from when he does that, and he always does that every time he comes in. So let's look at another one of those passes while he's working on the intro. Take a look. I'm going to try one more approach, Clark.
All right.
Something completely different.
So what else is new?
Here's an idea.
It involves
You've been warned.
a capo and a small animal.
Is this where we bring the banjo in?
Okay, so same intro part, same starting point.
Give me the same count. It's
Everything
wonderful.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got
3 options.
3 options.
That was pretty sweet too.
I think that one's better.
I do too. What did you think, Clark? That felt pretty good?
Yeah.
Plead the 5th.
Well,
I'm not totally sold on that tinkly bell.
we can get rid of the tinkly bell. I thought you were just using this as
I don't know.
a...
Jeremy likes that stuff a lot of the time, so I don't necessarily want to.
Yeah, on this particular one, we don't have to have it.
And you're going to be doing sample replacement on this anyway, so...
Well, I don't know if I will be on your pads.
No.
I'm sort of kidding, but...
I wasn't planning on it. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
One more time, this time without twinkles.
Sans twinkles.
Okay. No more twinkle toes.
Twinkles can be fun, but sometimes I just want the cake and eat it too.
Yeah, well, you're the star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Twinkles are for winners.
They got a name for the winners in this world.
You ready?
Aren't those little hostess twinkles? Is that what they are?
Oh, my Twinkies.
Oh, Twinkies.
Yes.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay, here it is.
What did you think of his keyboard work?
It's good. He's he understands the role of synthesizer pad type sounds and kind of support sounds, which is what he did on this. He understands how that works in a piece of music, and he's got a good control of that. So he did really good stuff. He's got a lot of references kind of in his musical bag of tricks. He's a big Pat Metheny fan. And that comes through a lot. A lot of his stuff reminds me a bit of Lyle Main's kind of playing. So he's
He's got, he's obviously paid a lot of attention to the masters of that sort of process, and he does a good job.
Hello, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Now, if you want to watch more episodes, you simply go on YouTube and type in Jeremie Heston, followed by My Journey Making Music, the season number, and the episode number that you want. I have 2 seasons out, and there are many episodes with wonderful stories and all kinds of fun things to watch. Also, at the end of season 2, I am releasing 2 very big music videos for the song that I wrote entitled Forever Hallelujah. And I will be releasing a rock music video with a rock band and all the singers, and an a cappella music video. The final episode for season 2, the season finale, includes the a cappella video, and that is the Fun Facts episode. So there's the information you need for the video series. And for finding my music, I have 3 albums out. One is Christmas Guitar Piece, the other is A Light in the Storm, and my 3rd fall release of 2023 is Just Let Go, and that should be released in November of 2023. It should be available to download all of that music on iTunes or Amazon. Hopefully Spotify, I believe so. There's been a lot going on trying to get all of this done. And so if you don't see it up right away, just be patient. I'll get it done as quickly as I can. And you should be able to download all my music on all of the major sites. So there's all the information you need to enjoy the videos and to enjoy the music. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for all your support. And I hope you will go and download the music today. God bless you. And I will talk to you another time. Take care.